Good morning, good morning. Hey, my little sugar wiggles. What is that? Oh, that's them old loud mufflers. Baby, they ought to abandon them things. Once before, back in the day, they abandoned them things. They too loud. That's just irritating. They got them mufflers on the cars. That's the new generation of mufflers. Okay, they off the chain with them. They start up in the morning in the garage. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, wait a minute. What's really going on? Good morning, everybody coming in. I didn't come out here with y'all last night because I was busy trying to take them pictures off the wall. And I'm looking a hot pickle mess this morning. Does she care? Not this morning. Y'all know them folks supposed to be coming in here to paint this morning. And them people ain't told me what time. They ain't told me nothing. They were supposed to give me the key fob to the storage down there. Do I have it? Do it look like I care? I can't represent nothing this morning but breast cancer awareness. That's it. That's all. And love. That's how I felt this morning. Ain't no sense of putting on no clothes. Because I can't get them pictures off that. Them high pictures up there and them heavy pictures. I'm not finna take no chance of getting up on no 3-step ladder and falling down with my knee about. It ain't gonna be that knee. It's gonna be my knee. I got to think for me these days. I can't let other folks think for me. Nope. But it's my 3-day weekend, so I decided I'm going to look at the positive side of things. I woke up this morning. Everything is functioning. Everything is good. It's a beautiful day in the city. Yeah, it's looking pretty outside. I had my plans, but as usual, somebody's always coming trying to interrupt my plans. But I guess that's life. And if you're going to stay around here for a while and be productive and able to do for yourself, you just got to go with the flow. That's a sign of getting old. But anyway, it's coffee time for me. Come on in. Let's drink a little coffee and talk about it. Good morning, all. How everybody doing? Hello, Jaden. You say you new? Okay. Well, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and come on in. Be a part of the family over here, baby. We do what we do over here. We have fun. We laid back on a virtual cruise ship, enjoying life. Not a care. If it comes down to it, just like this morning with all this upset that on my 3-day weekend, thank you, Jade. I appreciate that. I just can't. I can't with that. I'd rather come out here and talk to my little sugar woogers. And happy Sabbath to you. Who is that? Trey. Let me get a phone up close and personal so I can try to read the chat. Okay. Hit that like button on the way in. That's the doorbell over here. Okay. Hey, good morning, Miss Betty Harrell. How are you, sugar? Horse as usual. That's me. But didn't take the time to gargle with anything, so it's pretty rough and raggedy this morning. But that's all right. As long as y'all understand what I'm talking about, it's all good. I had to take the phone because I can see I had the phone up in this one right here. So what y'all got going on this Saturday? That's what I need to know. Are y'all having a wonderful weekend or the start of a wonderful weekend? I look great this morning. Oh, thank you, Trey. You make me feel good. Am I Jewish? No, baby, I'm not. I got a lot of new people coming in, so let me get on down here and talk to y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Good morning, my Calvin. How are you this morning? And Mara, Amara, Maria. That's it. Good morning. How are you? Y'all do people hit that subscribe button and come on in on this virtual cruise ship called the Fantastic Voyage, baby. That's been my life story. It's been a fantastic voyage. And if I had to do it all over again, I don't think too much would change. When you reflect and you look back on your life, you've probably had to make some corrections. But if you've had a pretty good life, you wouldn't change it. I don't see nothing about it that I would try to change. I had love. I didn't have to go looking for love in all the wrong places. Love started in my home with my mother and my father and my siblings. And lots of aunties, lots of uncles, lots of people around me. And I think that's a problem with a lot of old people these days, they didn't have the love they want, so they go seeking love from anywhere they can find it. It doesn't matter if it's in a romantic relationship or if it's a friendship. They go looking for love in all the wrong places, and when they can't find it, that's when the attacks start on other people who are happy and who just living life and don't want to be bothered. That's what it's all about over here. We talk about a little bit of everything. Whatever y'all want to talk about this morning, it's fine with me. Let me get on down here. Welcome everybody. Okay. No, I'm not Jewish, Paul. But welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. You look great. Thank you, Trey. Y'all just make an old person, 70 years old, feel real good to come out here and get all these compliments on my one of my worst days. I'm not gonna say it's the worst day, but one of my worst days, because I've been through some things in life that was much worse than this, and where I had to pick myself up off the pillar in the morning. It was just that bad. To have lost a husband that you never saw again ever in life, that was probably my worst day. He passed away while I was out in Vegas, and he was back in the D.C. area. Had a car accident, went in the hospital, caught COVID, lasted 4 days, and was gone. It was during the time when the world had shut down, and it was pretty rough to go through that. But I made it through that, so I feel like I can make it through anything now. Mm-hmm. Yep. Border Collection. Good morning to you and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hey, Nisi. Miss Tasha T is in the building this morning. Your name is Anna. Okay, well, welcome, Anna. Border. I saw Border Control. Oh, Border Collie Fam. Okay, I'm out here trying to be cool this morning because I just woke up and need some glasses on. That's what I need. But the place is so tore up though, because I don't have room to be putting all this stuff up off the wall. That was my part of the deal. That they told me I had to get everything off the wall. Well, everything ain't gonna come off the wall because I'm not getting up there to do it, okay? And they need to come on because they got the deadline. I don't have no deadline. They say they had to have all the paint done by the 15th. Now, they came up with that. Now, I ain't trying to stress myself with these folks this morning. You love the earrings. Where did you get them from? A friend of mine got them for me, Jaden. She gave me, I think it ended up being 10 pairs of them. And they wood, and they very light, and they all just playful earrings. That's what I call them. Yeah, just something to put you in a good mood. Trade Wind, tell us some stories about your worst relationships. The last one, not the one before the last one. the ex-husband, that's the worst relationship. I can tell the story. It doesn't matter. We met at work. We worked together in a plant about 40 miles from here in a little place called Chocolate Bayou, Texas. There's nothing in Chocolate Bayou but 2 plants. It's close to Alvin, Texas, where Nolan Ryan lives, the retired baseball player for the Astros. And everything rocked along real good for a while. Maybe about 7, 8 years. And perfect father, stepfather to my daughter, and father to his son. But what I didn't realize, he drank, but what I didn't realize is that the alcohol problem and issues he had were getting worse over time. And when we got together, God, y'all making me think back. I was in my 30s. I think I was around 32, give or take a few years. And we stayed together until I was in my 50s, early 50s. And it just came down to the day, and the whole breakup was behind the alcohol. Yeah, because he was one person without it, he was another person with it. And it had gotten to the point where I just couldn't take it no more. I'm like, okay, you've done what you needed to do as a wife. You've kept the house going. You kept the family together. You put the kids through college. They're ready to get on their feet now. They getting ready to get out of here because both kids moved out the same week. And I saw no need to stay there any longer. I mean, is this the kind of life you want? I wouldn't have been this happy person sitting out here on my balcony this morning. I probably would have been one of them old alcoholics myself, probably turned to alcohol to drown my sorrow and shed my tears. I saw, that's why they created divorces. When things don't work out, somebody got to be smart enough to leave. And you sit there and become old and stagnated and an alcoholic yourself, not me. I'm finna move on. If I have to be by myself the rest of my life, then that's what it's gonna be. And it just got to the place where I just said, look, this ain't working and you need to go. You the one out there in the streets all night long and drinking and coming home drunk and all that. So I'm happy here. You're not happy here. So a man don't need much. Okay? All you need to do is go by the liquor store and buy you a bottle. I need more in life, and I'm not going looking for any place. So we can divide it however you want to divide it, but the house is mine, and I'm staying here. And that's how it went down. So that's the worst relationship I ever had, was with him. As a provider, financially, I didn't want for nothing. But am I happy with it? See, that's the questions you got to ask yourself. Yeah, you got the beautiful home. You got everything in the home. Yeah, you driving in the whatever you want to drive in. At the time, I had bought a brand new Lexus back in 99. It came out in 98. I bought mine in 99. I kept it for uh, maybe 7 years, 8 years. I turned around. I bought a 500 Mercedes. Um, I bought that Mercury when it came out, the little Mercury Capri convertible, because I had the convertible fever back then. I bought the LeBaron convertible. Those were my sports cars. Put my little cap on and let the wind blow through your hair kind of cars. But that didn't make me happy because I wasn't happy at home. When you ain't happy at home, it's going to show on the outside. And friends have started picking up on it, that scowl look on my face. Where is your smile? You're not smiling anymore. And I was trying to keep it all in and keep it to myself. That ain't a good thing. And it was eating me up inside. Went on, stayed out there by myself for a few years, and God sent me the last one. Unfortunately, he passed on. So now I find happiness comes from within. So if you ain't happy within, ain't nobody out there gonna make you happy. Maybe for a little while, for the moment, but you're not gonna stay happy. Mm-mm. No, and it's gonna show. You're gonna come out attacking people. You're gonna come out in your misery, in your sorrow, bothering people ain't bothering you. And I didn't want it to get that way. Mm-mm. So let me see who else is in the building this morning. I told you my story, Trey. Good morning, Elaine. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Elaine. Elaine has been over here for a long time, and she never miss a live whenever she can come in, and she definitely catch those replays. Love you. Love you, love you. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. What you say, baby? You better come in here every day. Where you from? Girl, I like your hair. Your hair, bro, your glasses, your outfit, those earrings. I love the whole outfit. Boy, you better come on in here, like I say, and be a part of the family, sugar. Come on, come on. My favorite food, being from the boot, Louisiana, seafood. That's my favorite food. I'm very careful, though, in my older years, not to eat a lot of shrimp like I used to, because of the iodine in them. I have a subscriber over here who has gone to healthy eating, Miss Audrey. And I think that's a good thing. That's probably the best thing that happened to chatting with Ms.V. for her to come in here. Not necessarily dieting. We're not interested in dieting because if you eat healthy, the weight is going to come down with just a little exercise. And older people don't need to be packing around all that weight. It's too much. It's too hard on you. And your digestive system don't work like it used to. A lot of things I used to eat, I can't eat no more. All that red sauce with the spaghetti and all that stuff don't digest with me. So I leave it alone. And then I think back to my parents, how they ate when I was coming up as a child. And as they got older, their taste buds changed. And I see mine changing too. A lot of things that I used to love, I don't like them no more. I eat the things that I know I can digest now without having to go through heartburn or indigestion. And try to keep it like that. My biggest problem has been cakes and pies and sugars and stuff. And I got crazy this summer with a bad knee and just start eating them, and baby blew up. The doctor said, where did this 20 pounds come from? And I'm talking about, I don't know, but I did. That I had to think back for just a minute, eating too many desserts, and it did it for me. But it's coming off, slowly but surely. And I wasn't active this summer. The only thing I could do this summer, basically because of the knee, I stayed in the pool most of the summer, walk in the pool. And that's what my doctor had told me, do water aerobics. Let me get on down here. What's your favorite food? I told you seafood. You only look like you're 48. Boy, where you been all my life, baby? Huh? Shoot, girl. Should have been in here a long time ago. Jaden said, I'm sorry, that's harsh. It's life. I don't have to lie about my life. I can talk about my life. There's nothing that has happened in my life that is that bad that I can't talk about. Maybe it was bad at the moment or at the time, but I didn't pack it around. That would have been baggage to carry that around because it would have hurt the last relationship, because I would have been taking it out on him and he didn't have nothing to do with it. So when things bad like that happen, you have to let go. I don't care if it was in your childhood or you were abused or whatever. If you don't let it go, it'll eat you for the rest of your life. I'm so proud of Justin Bieber right now with what he went through in his childhood. And I'm just using him as an example because he's a trending topic out there. We've had other people that have been in my chat who've talked about things that have happened in their life and how they overcame. But my thing is, you got to let it go. Subconsciously even, you got to let it go. Because a lot of times, you will be all right when you're around other people. But once you get by yourself, then that's all your mind is just dwelling on. That's not a good thing. That's terrible. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, but I look at it like this, Border. I'm happy for the 12 years that we knew each other and the 10 years that we were married for each other, because we definitely had a good life. We traveled the world. I didn't work for 8 years while we were together. And then the last 2 I worked because I wanted to build my Social Security up, not knowing that he would be gone, but for this day. And I thank God that I did. I've always made pretty smart and wise choices in my life. With everything except for, I think, men. I always thought a man would treat me like my daddy treated me. Love me, take care of me, give me the things in life that I needed. And I think I met some imposters. They sent their representative out. And the third time was a charm. Yep. And that treat people how you want to be treated, they didn't have that. And then when I looked in their backgrounds, both of them came out without father figures. So did they really know how to be a man? Did they really know how to treat a lady? Looking back, I don't think so. You love the Bo Jaden? Y'all are so complimentary. Where have you been? Thank you for subscribing, Border. I appreciate that. I have to go now, but have a wonderful day. And you come back anytime, Jay. You have a wonderful day also. I come from Germany. Well, welcome, welcome. Let me see what your name is. Geronimo Rocky Wives. Okay. Can you please judge our music, hip hop, 187 Street Gangs? See, I don't know too much about that. I can't really judge something I don't know about. Um, Band of all times, the best rapper. See, I'm not into rap. I told y'all I've never been into rap. And because I wasn't into rap, I can't really judge that. I would have to listen to some of your music and then come back on another line and be a judge of the music, okay? But welcome, sugar. Hey, my Shatika, to God be the glory. Yes, indeed. You better tell him. Without him, you ain't got nothing. And you're going to have to call on him in your worst time. You'll find him when it's all over said and done. A lot of people find him in their worst moments of life because they ain't got nobody else to turn to but him. Good morning, yo. How you doing, yo? I still got to get downstairs, yo. I came in last night and me and Miss Diane decided to do our state papers, at least half of them yesterday, because they do, these papers are due on Tuesday, and then we got another set of papers that's due on Tuesday also. So I'm like, Tuesday next week we got a lot of meetings again, and we got evacuation starting, get these children off the bus. We had to sit down and decide how we were going to do this because the children this year are different from the children last year. Last year we had wheelchairs, and that's harder than trying to get a child that can walk off the bus because you got to get them out the wheelchair. You got to get them down on a blanket on the floor, and you got to pull that blanket. Okay? So, we don't have that to worry about this year. We have a couple of nonverbals, but I got a rope, and the rope is colored. So I'm going to put two of the children that I know can lead them off. One, I have two second graders, and they have small siblings underneath them. And I know those two. If I put Mr. A on the front and I put Mr. M on the back and put the other children in the middle, baby, he will lead them straight on off that bus. So Miss Diane is going to lead them off and lead them to me. And then she checks the bus, kills the bus, calls in to the transportation department, let them know that we're safe, and then somebody can come over and pick us up. So we got to do that, but we won't be doing it with our children. I found that out. I got something hanging here. I don't want to pull it because I don't want to start uh, tearing. But we found out, I think that was Thursday, we will have other children other than the ones we know, which will be a little bit harder because we don't know anything about them. We just got to evacuate them and get them to a safe place. That's in case we have an accident, bus catch on fire. We have to go through all of that because it could happen in real life. And I want my children safe and off of there, Miss Diane and myself. So that's where we going with that. So we had to come up with a plan, and we had to write our plan down and how we were going to do it. And you just never know from day to day. We have some bus drivers over there. Last year, one lady had 3 accidents, and none of them were her fault, with kids on the bus. And she was on a long bus with probably about 50 kids on that bus. But nobody was injured, thank God. All righty, let's get on through this. Ishmael, you back again? Good morning. Jesus loves you. He loves all of his children. He made them in his own image. If we decided to stray from the image, that's on us. Hey, my caller, how you doing? Kendra's in the building this morning. Kendra, you off on the weekends? I never asked you that, if you worked on the weekends or not. But hopefully you are, and you have a wonderful weekend. Miss Jackie Johnson. I just told Yo, I accidentally took Miss Jackie out and Yo out as a moderator. So hopefully this weekend I can get back down there because I need y'all. I need you. I'm not one that want to read all them old trifling comments, and they take me off subject. I can't with that. Um, Tasha speaking to you, Kendra. Tips, how are you? I'm doing great, baby. Just waiting on these painters to come in here this morning. And they better not be coming in at noon and wasting my morning. Because I ain't be happy about that now. And I'm tolerating the morning. L. Jones, good morning, another new person. Y'all better be welcoming these people in the building. Hello, Ms.V, God bless you. God bless you right back. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're trying to go places and do things over here. Trying to get to 9K now. We've been sitting at 8 too long. Uh-uh. Righty. Dolly, hi, how are you? Good morning. Welcome, welcome, all the new people. Y'all hit the like button, says yo. Thank you, Mr. 7101. Jimmy, good morning, beautiful. I hope you have a wonderful day. And you too, Jimmy. And thanks for coming out chatting with us this morning. We have topics sometime, but this morning I ain't got no topic. My topic is I have a 3-day weekend off. It started out where I had my plans. And I told y'all I don't make a lot of plans anymore because somebody always coming up interrupting me. And I'm at that point where I can't let things upset me and have my blood pressure rising. I just can't do it. Donna said clean eating. Yes, and do you know, Donna, it costs more to eat clean than it does to not eat clean. It really does. Now food is so high, you got to try to make meals like the older women did back in the day, say my parents did. With 7 people in the house, you had to know how to cook. You had to know how to stretch. You had to know how to make things happen. And there was no eating out when I came along. McDonald's didn't even come to the city until I was in high school. I think that was 1969 or 70. The first McDonald's came up directly across from my high school where we could walk to the McDonald's because we had an open campus so we could leave campus at lunchtime. Even though the food was pretty good in the cafeteria, we had a hot line and a cold line, and the cold line was basically sandwiches you could get. You got the same issues with red sauce, Tasha. Yeah, I don't know what happens to your body. You just can't digest it like that. Wow, wait a minute. King say, I'm new. Welcome, baby. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. And come on in. Don't just hit it and subscribe and don't let me see you no more. Because I'm going to be asking about you. Where's King? That's what I'm going to be saying. Anybody seen King out here? Carla say, hold up, wait a minute, Miss V. I got something to say. And that is, I've been a sugar wooger, and I'm glad to be a sugar wooger. And I thank you for the 18-month subscription. Love you. Blessings and peace to you. TNT families in here. Now, how is your pain? How are you doing? I'm so sorry for being late. Baby, I always leave my replays up. You're never late. You're always on time if you listen to the replays. Maybe you weren't able to participate in the chat, but it's all good. People have a life. I can't expect for my chat to be in here every time I pop on. For as long as you catch the replays, it's all good to me. You'll catch some lives. I don't have that channel where every time I pop on, the same people are up in there. I get different people all the time because we're chatting. Okay? And I'm not a reaction channel. I don't want to do reactions on people. That's never nothing I want to do. Come out here, build a channel doing reactions. That's not me. Because that makes you go back and forth with people. I don't have that kind of time to watch you or want to do that. I would rather get a topic. I don't care if it got only 100 views. I don't want to build a channel on doing that. Now, to each his own. If that's your thing, do it. But that ain't me. I just want to come over here and do what I do and be left alone. B. Diddy, did you treat them like you did your dad? Doubtful. B. Diddy, do you know my dad? Huh? Me and my dad had a great relationship. I was the only girl for 12 years. So you can keep that comment to yourself because you obviously on the wrong channel. And I took care of my mom and dad to the very end. Okay? The very end. My dad had a bunch of strokes before he left here, and I was living here. I went there every 4 days on my 4 days off to give my mom a break so she could have something to do because she took care of him up until the last year, and it got to be too much. So talk what you know, okay? You don't know me or my dad, so get out of here with that. Um, Hello, my auntie. I love you too, sweetie. I'm so sorry for being late. Okay, I got that, TNT. Like I said, you're never late. B Diddy, we're gonna let you stay in here, I guess. The moderators haven't taken you out, and two of mine can't take you out. And I'm not gonna take you out. I'm gonna say if you're gonna fall off in here, you're gonna be respectful and you're gonna tell the truth, okay? And you're not gonna come over here and try to tell my story because you don't know what to tell. And that's obvious what you just said. Now that might be your story because a lot of people come out here and deflect off of you of their life. Now, how did you treat your dad? Let's talk about that. Okay, Lisa, I have to go. Bye. I love you, chat. I really hope you have a good day. Jesus loves you. Bye. Okay, boy, to come in anytime. There's my princess. Good morning, princess, all the way from Canada. Mr. Justice in the building. No one else would never treat you like your family would. I've had some friends, like Miss Margaret and I, not friends, but the lady you met yesterday, and some of y'all already knew her because she comes on my channel from time to time. But we're like sisters. We met over 20 years ago at church, and we've been friends ever since. We're not in each other's company every day, and we don't call each other every day. And I don't get in her business, and she don't get in mine. And I think that's how we remain friends. Now, I can talk to her about anything. We were talking about something that was personal to me last night. And by her being 9 years, almost 10 years older than me, I gather a lot of knowledge from her. Even though we both are old, still she's been here longer. And even with the problems I was having with people out here, just like this B Diddy came in here talking he don't know about, she guides me in the right direction. Don't pay attention to those people. Don't let them get under your skin. That's what they want. And that's what I need to hear. Good morning, Journey. How are you this morning, Journey? Journey, my little Journey, spells her name different. I told you I had a little girl on my bus that spells her name different. And she is the cutest little redhead. Shut up. Excuse me. I don't think I'll have Journey long because she's very sharp. But she got on the bus yesterday and she hugged me and she said, Ms.V, you got me some snacks today? I said, I sure do. And I gave her the snacks and she said, good. That's what I'm talking about. You can be my mother. I said, oh my God, I'm too old to be your mother. I could be your great grandmother maybe. And she just looked at me and laughed when she got through. I love them. You can tell they got home training. The little two cookies that you buy in the little plastic thing, not plastic, foil wrapping, none of them throw it on the floor. I told them after the first time, none of them passed it to me or asked for the trash can. Yesterday, they passed it to each other and one collected it all and brought it to me to put in the trash can. I said, look at my children. Baby, you can't tell me nothing about my kids. They're all special needs, but even if they can't talk, they understand. And we have a great relationship. In the safe zone is in the building, content creator, TNT, content creator, Kendra Felder. What's your channel, Kendra? Kendra, I don't know what the channel name. Y'all don't know what Kendra's channel name. Content creator. Check them out, y'all. I support those who support me. I've learned that out here. Don't support people that don't support you. That's crazy. Uh, Good morning, my beautiful friend, and I love you. Love you right back. Okay? Journey, Ms.V, that's a great plan. Yeah, it is. I got to get my children off that bus. I wouldn't work with kids if I didn't like kids, and especially special needs kids, because they will drain you some days. Every day ain't a good day. Maybe they missed their medication. Maybe it was not missed, but it was too far apart. where it's just starting to react with them. The other day I had to get off the bus because my elementary kids had two accidents, and baby, they cried all the way home. I had to get off that bus and go talk to them elementary teachers. Before you bring them out to school, let them go to the bathroom. They have a long ride home. Those kids are on there for an hour. We pick them up between 4:15 and 4:30. We do not get them home until an hour and 15 minutes later. We drop off the last one. They are babies. They're 3 years old. They can't hold it that long. Oh wow, one of my twins, he was so afraid his mama was gonna be mad, and I kept telling him, she's not gonna be angry with you. It's not your fault. I'm gonna talk to her. Everything is gonna be all right. Baby, when he came, he was just holding on to me. I was like, it was an accident. They're not taking him, but trust me, I'm getting off this bus. If I have to take him back in there and take him to the bathroom, this will not happen. Mm-mm. Um, Thank you for the thumbs up, TNT. I appreciate that. Welcome to all the newbies. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that. Um, Donna's in the building this morning. Hey, Donna, welcome, welcome. Aaron, I'm the gangster granny. That's how you see me? That's fine. If you think I'm a gangster, you ain't never seen me packing no guns or fighting nobody or cussing nobody out or nothing like that. But if you think I'm the gangster, then I'll be the gangster granny. I just won't do what gangsters do. Welcome, Aaron. Okay. Levi, I'm not bending over. That's not respectful. Watch yourself, okay? They'll take you out of here. Is gangster granny. Okay, now you done said it once. That sounds like you're getting ready to go overboard, but if that's what you want to do, hey, go ahead. Okay. You sound young too, Aaron. That's not an old name. So you might be a child. So be careful. Okay? You treading on thin waters there. Joshua G said, Aaron, go somewhere. It does sound like a child. That's one of them 90s names, 90 and 2000 names. That ain't no old name, okay? You can almost look at the names and tell what generation they came from. Tasha T said, Levi, please give respect to the host. He might try to get on you about me. I ain't got to have no moderators up in here. Slow folks, you're so beautiful. Thank you, love. Now, y'all know that make an old person feel good. If you're 70 years old or somebody come out here and tell you you're beautiful. How can you believe somebody that tell you you're not? It's too many people saying it. So when somebody come out here and they try to dog how you look at this age and the things you've been through in life, and you won't believe them versus the people who are in the chat telling you that, let it be what it be. Good morning, Lisa. How are you this morning, Lisa? I hope all is well with all of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful weekend. Journey saying, I'm good. I'm making pancakes. I probably should have eaten, but I wasn't hungry this morning. I'm back on my old habits again. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. I don't eat till I start getting hungry. And I keep my weight down that way. Normally, I don't eat but once a day either. I'll get up and I'll get my coffee in the morning, and then on the bus, I might eat something on the bus, maybe some fruit or something like that. And then when I get home, before I come out here to talk to y'all, either I'm sitting down around 10 o'clock. That's what time I like to eat breakfast. Around between 9 and 10. I never was a early morning eater. Mm-mm. But I do like breakfast, and I eat it any time of the day. I like breakfast foods. Art of the Mind 559. I don't care about Diddy, but America doesn't have a moral compass to put anyone like Diddy away. You don't think so? I got to think about what you're saying here. I don't think about Diddy, but America doesn't have a moral compass to put anyone away. So you're saying that we're so immoral here in America that we all should be put away if we put Diddy away? I don't think everybody has done what Diddy has done, Art. I'm not telling you you can't express your opinion because you can, but everybody didn't bring in children to a party and do the kind of things that he did with the children. So we do have laws here in America. And I'm not saying that people don't break the laws and get away, because they do. But in this case, just because of the children and how I feel about children, I think he should be where he is. Now that's my opinion, and that's your opinion, okay? And welcome, Art. TNT said, I have took care of my mom, and it's never a day that goes by that I don't think about my mother and my father. Just keep on being good to your family, okay? And you'll be blessed. Trust me, you will. When my mom came down with cancer, I went to Louisiana and got her medical records. I had already talked to MD Anderson, and they had already set up a team of doctors. I had emailed everything to them, and unfortunately, by the time she got here, it had already progressed to the last stages. And once they ran all of their tests in a few days, they said there was nothing they could do. So you had to start preparing your mind then for the next step. She's going to be leaving. Okay? So you got all of these years. I had 74 years with her as my mom. When she passed, I had maybe 42 years with her. And I thank God for that, because she was the best mom to me. I wouldn't trade mothers for anything in the world. She didn't take up for me when I was wrong. She talked to me every morning because we rode to school together. And she just instilled a lot of things in me that have helped me throughout life. And I definitely appreciate my mom and my dad and my mom for staying together those 50-some years before they left here. Because my household would not have been the same had I not had the dad that I had. We probably wouldn't have lived in the house we lived in, because he was a hard-working man for his family. And that's what his legacy was all about. Being a good father, a good husband, and taking care of his children. That he did. We didn't miss out on nothing. We were the first in the neighborhood to have the first color TV, the first wash and dry that wasn't the ringer type, the first brick home in the neighborhood. There weren't no brick homes thinking back. When he built that house in 72, that was the first brick home in the community. Everything else were wood homes. Yep. And the first to have that many children and send all of his kids through college. So I can't knock him for a man with a high school degree. Journey, what you laughing at, baby? Phil? Okay. I can't with you, okay? Welcome, TNT. That is good to be like that. Ms.V. and mom was great. Mom was the mom I can ever ask for. Exactly. I wouldn't trade mine for nothing. And they were just there for their children. I picked this stuff up from them. All the children in the community hung around our house because there was always plenty of food. That was the first color TV. That was a black and white TV. There were picnic tables under the big pecan trees that we had in the yard. All the boys were out there with all the neighborhood. They hung around our house because there was 5 boys there. So there was always a lot of boys hanging around. They'd be out up under the tree playing cards, playing dominoes. When it was time to eat, they came in the house. They fixed their plate. They took theirs outside. Wasn't enough room for all them kids to be inside. But if night fell and they couldn't make it home, they took a bath and they put on one of the brothers' clothes. They woke up the next morning, ate breakfast, and then went home. Maybe they didn't go home. And that's the way it was. And it was the same way with me. Girls could stay at my house. I couldn't stay at theirs. And we never spent one night away from home. My dad and mom always said, I don't know what's going on in the people's home. I only know what's going on in this home. So we never got the opportunity to spend a night away from home. Mm-mm. Uh, you agree with your beautiful aunt? Thank you, TNT. Now, these people need to call or they need to do something because it's just wasting time, wasting day. The best part about this morning is coming out here talking to y'all. It really is. Because my plans today was to get up this morning, I was gonna dress. I was going out there to get my oil changed first because it's time to change oil. I get the 5,000 synthetic oil, so I don't have to be running up there back and forth all the time. I was gonna go get my tires rotated. Y'all know I had a flat last week, but they were able to fix the tire, and I was gonna go do that. Then I was going over and get me a pink something to wear to church tomorrow because everybody's wearing pink tomorrow to church, and I don't have that much pink. I never really liked pink until here lately. So I was gonna go do that, and let's see what else I was gonna do today. Go get my hair done. Sharita was gonna do my hair. I was gonna take it down this morning, and then shampoo it, condition it, and go to Sharita so she could do my hair again. It's moving again. That means it's growing out again, and then come home late this evening. Good morning, Pastor Thomas. How you doing, sugar? Y'all keep praying for Pastor Thomas. He had surgery, mouth surgery, and he wasn't in the chat for a long time, and I really missed him because I've always had a pastor over here that was in the channel either listening or came into my channel ever since I've been out here. And I really like that because it keeps me grounded, and I feel like you're not going to disrespect a man of the cloth under no circumstances. Now, he may disrespect himself, but he won't get disrespect from me. And that's the one and only thing I've ever asked for since I've been out here is to be respectful. I'm going to respect you, so I demand respect back. If you can't do that, this ain't the channel for you. Nope. I will be going through surgery on my mouth to get to get your teeth pulled out. I will be going through another surgery on my arm. Yes, I remember that. You kind of remind me of my friend, Miss Margaret. Miss Margaret had 3 surgeries, which got still one more to go this month. So the last one will be on her eye. She's had a surgery to take the film off. It's like glaucoma surgery, but it's not because she's already had it, but the film came back. So they've taken that off. She had surgery on her thumb, trigger thumb is what they called it. And you know she's a piano player, so she needs to have that thumb to work. But she's been up there playing with one hand. That's when you know what you're doing. Teluga. You're Indian? American Indian or India from India? Teluga. Welcome. We don't care where you're from, baby. We don't care nothing about your past. We live in the present tense over here. So welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Okay? You'll be praying for your friend. Thank you, Miss TNT. And we'll be praying that you come through your surgeries also quite well. Oh, you're from India. Okay. Well, welcome. I like people when they come in from different countries and especially places I've never been. So come on in. Talk to us. Tell us about it. How do you like living in it? Have you always lived there? You say you're from India. Or did you move there? Okay. I like Indian food. I don't know if it's the same food that you would have in your country because it's made here in America. Okay. But I like the Indian curry. There was a place not too far from the beauty shop that I had. I was on one end of the strip center and they were on the other end. And I started going down there eating maybe once a week, and I developed a taste for it. I really do like it. No problem, TNT. Caller speaking to you, Pastor Thomas. Glad to see you in the chat this morning. Now, Pastor Thomas, since you're in here, woo! Let me ask you, what do you think about this before I do it? So, one of my subscribers emailed me, and she said, Miss V, I would like to talk about hypocrites on Sunday morning. I went, woo, I don't know about that. That might step on a whole lot of toes out here on this tube. People ain't gonna like that. They quick to call you a hypocrite. But when you bring out what a hypocrite really is, the characteristics of them, because I've been called a hypocrite out here on a channel before by somebody, I don't know them, they don't know me, but that's what they called me. They said I was the biggest, oldest hypocrite out here. Now, how they got that when the channel they were on was really just tearing me down. I mean, bashing me, and I hadn't done nothing to the woman and don't even know her. Okay? What do you think? Do you think I should do that, or do you think I should just let that go? Because I'm prepared now to tell you all about it and go into that Bible and tell you what the Bible says about it. Because from what I researched already and what I got together, it says that the person that called me a hypocrite was a hypocrite. You can't call a person a hypocrite when you don't know them. You haven't been around them. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting, Pastor. You're welcome, Toluga. Because I said, man, it'll either do one or two things. It'll piss off a whole lot of people to find out sugar. The lady not bothering you. The lady don't know you. The lady never said nothing about you. Even when you addressed me as that, I ignored you. But I saw the comment. Mm-hmm. Because you knew that's what that lady wanted to hear that was talking about me. Yeah. You have to learn how to discern things. You have to learn why people say what they say. Ms.V, why do people always say that we should do the right thing and they are not doing anything right? Because they're deflecting off of their life. On social media, you can have two lives. You can live a lie out here on social media and your life can be totally opposite from that. I don't want to get caught up in that. I don't want to be able to come out here and say something and can't prove it. If I tell you I got 100 acres of land, I ought to be able to prove that I have. And I've already done that. If I say I've been married 3 times, I ought to be able to show you. Anything you say, you ought to be able to prove it if somebody counteracts you. If you choose to. Because you don't have to do nothing. Because they don't know. It's really easy for me to come in here and tear down somebody I don't know just by saying what I think and my opinion of them. But nah. I just removed you, baby. You trying to be funny or either you coming in here for me to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to do that. But back to you, TNT. It's easy because they're lacking. So they want to make themselves look good. They can't show you anything. If they coming for you and they don't have a reason for coming for you other than to tear you down, it's because they're lacking. They're lacking in content. They're lacking in personality. They're lacking in earthly possessions, worldly possessions. That's all I can tell you. I'm not going to come in here and tear down nobody. You never heard me come in here and talk about nobody's houses or their cars and all that stuff. I tell them what they don't have if they coming for me. But just ordinarily in content, I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't care. What you got is yours. What I have is mine. How you got yours, I don't know. I know how I got mine. You don't work 40-some years and don't have nothing to show for it. Pastor Thomas, I'm waiting on you to come back. You over there speaking to Carla. Good morning from Pastor Thomas to you, Carla. He said he's blessed and truly favored of God. And he wants to know how you doing. Good morning, Miss Jean Hurst, all the way from the UK today. Jean never misses a replay either, y'all. Never. She's always, if she doesn't come in the chat, she catch the replays. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all of the new subscribers that I've had in the last couple of weeks. Even the ones that left. If you know this is not for you, then that's what you're supposed to do. Versus just coming in here making dumb comments or trying to say something you don't know anything. Because it doesn't make you look good at all. If you want to follow somebody else, that's what you should do. Fall out and go and follow those people. Don't get angry at a person behind something somebody else said they ain't proved it to you. Uh-uh. Don't do that. That's not cute at all. I can't come in here and do another content creator like that. Even if we have a misunderstanding, Kendra and I had a misunderstanding, and we squashed it. But it was content done on it as soon as I got off the channel. And I didn't even know what was wrong until she came in and she finally told me. But she over there trying to make it be something that it's not. So then I went out on the community wall and shared Kendra's work and told her apology accepted. Okay? But why are you getting involved in something you don't know nothing about? Uh-uh. Jean said, yes, you have a choice. You have a choice about everything in life. There's very few things in life that you will go through that you don't have a choice in. Now, if you get in a case like Diddy's in, might not have too much choice. The only choice you may have is if you have enough money to go out and change your lawyers and pick a better lawyer or one that you think you're going to get off. Once you're in a lockdown situation, I don't know. I think he has too many choices of where he want to sleep, what he want to eat. And I read an article he was saying, I think it was his last attorney was saying that the worst thing about being in this place to him is the food. Well, the worst thing about being in that place to me would be on lockdown. Because I can't get up and move around on Saturday like I want to. Forget the food. I could pick around the food in order to survive. But in some cases, the people don't want to survive. They take themselves out of their misery. They can't live that life. Look at Epstein. We don't know what really happened to him. We know what they say happened to him, but he ain't here no more. That's all I can say. Pastor Thomas, I was waiting on you to come back and tell me if you felt like I should do that. I'm asking you, a man on the clock, what do you think? Because I was going to do that on Sunday morning inspiration. Because, we talk about different topics from the Bible on Sunday morning. So, I'll pray about it again. Because I definitely was asked to do that. And I have not forgotten the subscriber either that asked me to talk about incontinence also. And we will talk about that. And I know the subjects that'll get a lot of views on it. But it ain't about that to me. Where I always say, what do I always say? Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, we good. We don't have to have thousands in the chat. You would never get to all of them anyway. So while you're a small content creator and you're able to get through all of the people in the chat and talk to them about what they want to talk about and let people voice their opinions, it's all good. JW47 Wisdom. Thank you. I should have some at this point in my life. You know the people who do and who don't by their conversations, by what they're telling you they've been through, and telling you not to do it. They don't care if they come out here and they tell you stuff, but they don't tell you this is what I went through. I don't suggest you doing that. And then they don't want to listen to that. If it ain't about tearing somebody down, I can't listen to those kind of channels. Every day the same thing. Now, it's different if that person is coming for you and you choose to go on and on with it because you see what it's doing. It's bringing in the views. Drama will bring in the views. But that's not the name of the game. I would rather for somebody to get something out of my message. Every day I come on here. If it's nothing but laughter about something stupid or something dumb I've done in my life, it's okay. For as long as you don't go and do it. If I hit the brick wall, why should you hit the brick wall? If you listen, you won't. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't think so. Like I always tell people who do the wrong thing, look, I'm going to tell you where it's going to lead. It's going to lead you straight up out of here, child. Bye. See how you remove them? You don't have to address them. You can't tell me what to do. How you gonna come into my channel and tell me what to do? Now, you go on about your business. See, that's how I handle stuff. I don't have to cuss them out. Mm-mm. That's what they want when they come in here with craziness like that. But anyway, Pastor Thomas did not tell me anything. So I guess I'm going to have to pray about that one before I bring it out here. 'Cause like I say, you could step on a whole lot of toes who doing a whole lot of wrong stuff out here on this tube and in the real world. It could. I was definitely asked about it. Hey, Kenneth, good morning. How are you doing, Kenneth? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks to all of you. I'm getting ready to get off. It's been an hour. But thanks to all of you who came in this morning and chatted with me. Hey, Jagger, how are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Y'all hit the like button. Please subscribe. It's laid back, relax. I'm too old to be in drama. I don't want that over here. And we'll do cooking before we do drama. And y'all can judge the food. Speak the truth, Queen. It's a good topic. Okay. So to just is saying, bring it on, Miss V. Hey, Walker. Good morning, Walker. Welcome all the new people to Chatting with Miss V. Please like, share, and subscribe. I was making breakfast for the kids. Okay, I understand. I've been there and done that when you got to get up on every day and make breakfast. Mine didn't really like eating in the school system, so my daughter packed a lunch until she was in high school, and then she was able to drive in an open campus situation and go get whatever she wanted to eat or either make her food and take it herself. Yes, that is a subject that needs to be addressed. Okay, Pastor Thomas. I thought you was going to ignore me, but you said okay. All right, then. That's what we're going to talk about on Sunday Morning Inspiration. You know, I know y'all have a hard time in the pulpit sometimes because people won't feel good sermons a lot of times. But you're employed by God. So therefore, you got to bring the message that he gives you to bring. And I would not want to be in your shoes because I see my pastor a lot of Sundays when he get up there and he'll say, this might not be what you want to hear, but this is the message that was given to me from him to tell you. And you just about know your audience also. If they coming in there every Sunday, you almost can discern what's going on with them. It's like if they used to seeing me down there every Sunday, and all of a sudden I start missing Sundays, somebody gonna call. Are you all right? Are you sick? Where were you today? It happens. To just as speaking to you, Pastor Thomas. Pastor Thomas, did you get married yet? Because you were engaged to get married. And that's been a while back. I don't know when you set the date or if y'all set a date. But we want to tell you congratulations if y'all got married. If not, we'll just hold off until then. Until a later date. But anyway, okay, y'all, it's mosquitoes out here, cool as it is. I don't believe that. We're going to get off of here, and I'll try to come back later on this afternoon. And let me try to find out where these painters are because they ain't going to take up Saturday and Sunday now. They either going to get in here and do it today or they can get in here and do it tomorrow. That's on them. But you can't take Saturday and Sunday. I gave you Saturday. So that's how it's going down here where I live today. And then I got to put all the stuff back up. I don't want all the stuff laying around so we can go back in the house. It's getting ready to get cool out here. We ain't going to be able to be on the balcony and sitting in the car talking. They should have been there already painted. Yes. And I thought they would be here waking me up. I woke up around 7 o'clock so I could get cleaned up and get my day started and get out of their way. And I knew everything was out of their way. They could do their job, and then I could give them my phone number, and they could call me when it's time to come back home. Because I just want to come in and go in the closet. And that's another thing. They not painting in the closet. Forget it. Because I'm not taking all them clothes out of there. I just put all them clothes back up in there. I'm not doing that now. They better spray some of that vinegar on the wall, put some stuff over my clothes, and spray the walls down. But we're not going to do all that. That's too much. Now I work Monday through Friday, and I usually work 8 hours. And we just not, some things in life just ain't gonna happen, okay? I'm on their time. I let them tell me, you know, they had to do this before the 15th. I said, okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. But y'all gotta understand, I only have a few hours off in a day, like from 10 until 1 o'clock. And I have things I have to do too. I'm not one of these old sit down grandmas that just sit up in the house and watch YouTube or watch TV all day long. I have a life. And I live my life. Okay? So y'all take care until later. Bless all of you who come into the chat today. Peace and love right back at you. Until later, y'all take care and have a wonderful weekend in spite of anything that might go on. We have choices. We can let it get us down, or we can go on about our business. Be blessed, everyone. Until later. Love you. I'm out.